nút của anh đâu nhỉ? Đây, mình đây. Đây sẽ đây nhá. Thì đỡ phải chuyển tab các thứ.
Không, anh cứ cho nhỏ cam nào cũng được. Cho nhỏ cam thì mình nhìn mặt nó nhiều đâu.
Cái này cho nhỏ kiểu quá nhỉ.
Anh cầm góc này dưới này kéo vào. Cái góc ở dưới cuối màn hình góc này.
À. Tí nữa nó liên quan đến cái việc là mình phải phải screen cái màn hình của mình ấy. Đây này. Tí nữa là phải screen cái này để mình nói ấy.
Vâng.
Thì em cứ nói đến đâu thì em share này. À đấy, cả đây mình nó vẫn bị dính cái này, ghét nhỉ. Chưa thấy. Cái này như nào nhỉ Hảo nhỉ? Anh bị đây nhá, anh soi này này. Rồi, anh chuyển sang cái tab khác. Nó cứ hỏi cái này.
Anh lâu thôi. Để cho nó mở.
Cần deck phải on top.
Hả? Không, để nó thành một cái hình kiểu dạng như screen thu nhỏ ấy.
Cần gì? Thì nó sẽ ảnh hưởng đến cái việc đấy cho phép. Bởi vì là nó vẫn nói bình thường mà. Thì mình cần gì phải nhìn mặt đó. Rồi đây này, phát hết.
Hi, man.
Yo. Hi, Luis. How are you today?
I'm good.
Yeah, nice
How
to
you
meet
doing?
you. Yeah, great to meet you again, man.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, I'm glad to meet you again.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely, me too. Listen, before even joined, there is. Sorry. You took my
Hello?
sentence. I was saying, I was just a quick thing before. I was just saying that we're still figuring out the right number of pods. So just, I know you started reviewing the terms and so on, but I'll try to come back to you with a proper answer on this by end of this week. But hey, please meet Ivan, who is like one of our senior publishers working for many months on Tower Defense and the kind of games that you seem excited about as well. So yeah, I'm sure you know.
Yeah.
And there's some great talk to it behind that.
Yeah, great. It's great to meet you, Ivan. My name is Ming, and I'm the co-founder of OJ. And it's great to have opportunity to work with you guys. And yeah.
Well, nice to meet you too, Ming. And did I get the pronunciation of your studio right? It's OJ.
OJ. Oh yeah. It brings the emotion when we talk about it and we work on the name. Yeah, it brings emotion like a happy. Oh yeah. when we
And
achieve something, when we achieve like successful, and we
Fantastic.
reach out to that point.
That's great, because I understand it's a bit the spirit and soul of your game studio. You want to make happy games.
Thank you, thank you. Yeah, absolutely. We want to make a successful game, and successful game bring us the successful emotion, and that feeling called OJ. That's why we call our company OJ Studio.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, all right. So um, I'm very happy actually to talk to you guys today, because I can tell you that everyone at Homa is very excited of this partnership with you guys, because we really believe you have the right mindset and tools and attitude, and the OJ spirit that everyone, I think every game studio in the world needs a bit of OJ.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah. So as a matter of fact, I tried really hard to make myself available today, because I was sick until yesterday, and I'm going on holiday tomorrow. So
Wow.
today is the only week of day of the week that I'm working, and you can
Wow.
imagine how many things I have to
Wow.
get done.
Yeah,
But
it's
I
my
really
pleasure,
wanted
man.
to.
Yeah, appreciate that your effort, and we will make it out. And today we want to discuss in terms of some documents we send you guys, and we also have some questions about how we work together.
I think that is the most important thing
Yeah.
to address today. Then for the first ideas you will work on, um, that can come later. But today, let's take the time, the short time that we have, so that I can answer all of your questions,
Yeah.
and maybe add something to the conversation as well.
Yeah. And let's start with your from your side. How do you think about our document? How about ideas, or how about anything we send you guys?
Yeah. So I had a look at the ideas. I really like your approach of being very structured in the way that you think about the idea, and try to have hypothesis on both the product and marketing side of why this could possibly work in today's market. Very backed by data, which is great. Um, that I really liked. And also the references that you brought are very relevant, of games that could possibly scale or not today, but it's definitely the type of stuff that we have an eye on. And of course, Homa as a publisher can then feed you guys even more information, through different lenses, so that you can be empowered, to come up with better ideas and stronger concepts, and just have more information, in your head to play with, and mix and match different things.
Yeah, that's great. And to comes up with the ideas, pitch, idea game design, and I want to ask you guys about how we work together on that side of product. So basically, we you guys will send us information about the market,
Yeah.
about the ideas, and then we based on that information, and we start uh, make games, right?
Exactly.
Okay, okay. And because I understand that Homa is very strong in theme pitching, and the analytics on how audience uh, interact with games, and how to be success with theme. So that's why we very happy to work with you to understand the market, understand the audience. So that
Yeah.
is the thing we need your support, on the way to make successful game.
Yeah, of course. Of course, of course. I do think that is the one of the main roles of the publisher to, because we work with many different studios and we have so many tools and so many teams. We have, for example, a dedicated team in the company that is called product strategy, and their job is really about this: understanding the market, scraping the prototypes that everyone is doing. So we have a very good understanding on what is happening right now in the market, starting from prototyping of all of our competitors to games that are in soft launch, games that have been launched. And then, needless to say, like we have years of expertise of games that we've launched. We know that there are some mechanics that can work better than others, and how to exploit them, how to mix and match with different themes and art and whatnot. But from that point of view, like never underestimate the power of your team and the creativity that your team can bring to the table, because not everything, it's a formula in gaming. Not everything can be, we can do 1 + 1 + 1 and we get, a 300 million downloads game. It doesn't really work like that. At the end of the day, like an idea that you can bring to the table, that it doesn't come, from, oh, we saw it in the market. It might turn out to be like the really successful one. When it comes, especially, like to the look and feel of the game, it's something that is so subjective that at the end of the day, I think it's really important for you guys, to deliver something that looks and feel great. And I think it's what you do very, very well, like playing at your games, just seeing them. Like I see them and I want to play them because they're like very, very nice.
Yeah, that's great, man. And so in terms of how we work together, and we will after we sign the contract, then we work on Slack channel, and on Homa we have some guys, or you will be the main role that's join us as a main guy, or anyone else.
Yeah, so basically, this is we're still trying to understand, because we would like to actually work with both of your teams. Now we need to understand with finance and legal, like the possibility of this thing right away. But if we start with both of your teams right away, then I'm going to be one point of contact for sure, and the other one is going to be another PM. His name is Lucas. If we start only with one of your teams, then Lucas will be the one with you. Will be working with at the start, but I will already be involved in all the conversations. So as soon as we can start with your second team, I already know how you guys work. I already know how you guys think, and we don't need to have that ramp up period together to understand how we.
That's cool, man. And I got it. And so in terms of the contract, and I want to ask about how long to have the first prototype, and basically
Yeah, so there is like one thing is the contract, another thing it's production. So I'm here, of course, to answer production matters. I know nothing about contracts. The less I know, the better. But so usually we try to go for 4 weeks for one prototype, but not above that. How are you usually doing it instead?
No, actually, we based on the idea game. Basically, for idle RPG or some, when we pitch game, we estimate how long to complete this game. That much the KPIs, like retention more than 30%, 30 minutes, and based on that KPI, we will produce a scope very fitly to the prototype in a month. And and that's why we look at the how we produce game.
Yeah, okay, that's perfect. So it seems that we are in line. Once you sign the contract and we start working together, I will share this slide with you. But as you just said, it's about scoping the first prototype, and scoping is really like the key word. And I'm happy, that you mentioned also the context of the KPI targets, because this is exactly, the point of scoping. It's like, what do we want to prove with this first test? And based on that, what do we need to put in the first test? And those are the things that we need. Really, the full focus is on core gameplay, and basic tutorials if needed, and a first-time user experience. The core loop is fundamental, right? We need to be able to upgrade. Enough content that can be looped endlessly. And then home analytics, because we have our own proprietary analytics that it's a bit more precise than game analytics, and that for us is our source of truth. Okay, so perfect. What we don't need instead is this complex balancing, deeper Russian systems, monetization routine systems. Get out of here. And so for the core loop, like even a simple linear upgrade tree is fine. Upgrade, play again the level, win, fail, upgrade. Those are our targets, but for the sake of simplicity of today, this is the focus of the first build. So CPI, below $1.20, playtime D0 they want 2,000 seconds, and retention rate they want 40%. What we are aiming for. So ambitious targets right from the get-go. It's totally possible with the right core gameplay. If the core gameplay is fun, 40% it's day 1 and 4 weeks is totally doable.
Oh, that's very challenging, man. I'm so excited, man. I'm so excited.
But we want to, really don't waste too much time on prototypes that are underperforming. Because so many times, it's so easy to keep working on the same thing, but then you're stuck at very low metrics, believing you can improve them, and then you can actually not. So that's why on the very first test for us it's important to scope the prototype accordingly and put the work in the things that can really move the needle of that engagement
Perfect.
On day 0 and day 1.
Yeah, perfect. That's very exciting. Yeah.
So we talked about 4 weeks for one prototype. Communication async on Slack. We will have a dedicated Slack channel where we can talk as much as we want. And then we will have one weekly call, 45 minutes to go through, what we're working on, and just, have a general discussion and maybe go deeper into some stuff if needed.
So, as I understand, you will be the main PM for the product, right?
Yeah, so as I said, I'm going to be one of the two.
You are one of main product manager of the team.
Sorry?
You will be the main PM of the team, or you just provide everything, every information or suggestion. I want to be. I want to clarify the role of Homa and our studio.
Basically, Min, if I can answer on this, I sent you a message saying that we just wanted to start with one pod, and it's still not 100% sure on our side, meaning that we might start with 2 instead of 1. In the case it's like 2 pods, then Ivan will work with one of the pods. Okay. In the other case, if we start only with 1, it will be Lucas, but Ivan will be kind of also working with Lucas on 1 pod. So if we decide to scale up, then Ivan will, work with 1 pod also.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Yeah, exactly. So I will be there in any case.
Yeah.
Uh,
So
so
who is the one validate the feature or the build, the prototype or the idea, everything? Who's the one?
it's going to be me and this other PM that is called Lucas.
Yeah, I got it. I got it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And of course, so one thing that we didn't talk about is creatives. We expect you guys to make the creatives, right? The CPI videos.
Speed eye video, the creative. Actually, our team don't have that uh, creative team, marketing team. Actually, our product team only focus on develop games, and we can do ASO. We can do ASO like a screenshot,
Yeah,
description icon, and
yeah, yeah.
based on your request, we can do all possible thing. And in
Right.
terms of video, I'm not sure we have people for that. We don't really have anyone like edit the video or make video like flash things.
Right. For us, it is a requirement, meaning that we are not able to do the CPI videos at the prototyping stage. And every single game studio that works with us does the CPI videos for prototyping.
How about we just only like record the in-game play like that's scripted, so exactly how the game gonna be, because like when we develop game, we we build the game exactly to our audience, so we don't have